So how will you show up on game day? Instead of feeling down about your situation, try to figure out what you can do to create positive momentum for yourself. Even at your lowest point, even at your lowest moment, there is something that you can do to create a small win. Now, your small win might not be the same as my small win. Your small win might simply be getting out of the bed. Your small win might be going to the gym. Your small win might be making one more phone call or getting up an hour earlier to put in some extra work. You have to believe that you control your destiny. Don't put that responsibility on anyone else but you. Something is happening. Something is taking place. The seeds that you've sown, they are still working for you. The time and energy you sacrifice, they are not in vain. When you plant a seed, which is really your goal, you have to nurture it. You have to protect it. You can't do one set of crunches and expect to have a six-pack. You've got to show up every day. You've got to show up day after day. You've got to show up when you're motivated. You've got to show up when you're feeling unmotivated. You've got to show up when everyone is behind you. And you've got to show up when it feels like everyone is against you. You've got to show up when you feel like you're winning. And you've got to show up when you feel like you're losing. It's your time and it's your turn. But you're going to have to be willing to endure the temporary struggle. You're going to have to be willing to deal with the negative chatter in your head because it's not going away. You got to manage it. You got to confront your fears. You got to confront your doubts. Success is not going to be handed to you. Nobody owes you anything, but you owe you everything. You owe it to yourself to hang in there when it gets hard. You owe it to yourself to get up every day and grind. You don't have time to focus on what other people are saying. You don't have time to focus on what other people are doing. Experiencing a failure feels like a loss, but it's not. Failure is your teacher. It's working for you behind the scenes, preparing you for your next win. There is no time like the present to fight for what belongs to you. Your toughest moments are preparing you for your biggest victories. Go after what you want and expect to get it. When you are serious about hitting your goals, you don't quit when it gets hard. I don't care how many times you've tried. Try again. I don't care how many times you've heard no. Ask again. I don't care how many times you fall. Get up. You don't stop when you get frustrated. You pursue for as long as it takes. So I have a question for you. Are you disciplined enough to keep going? Growth is about one word: progress. What do you want for you, and what do you need from you in order to make it happen? So if you're still consumed by what happened last year, last month, or even yesterday, guess what? You are holding up your progress. You are holding up your progress, but your future self wants you to get up. You have to believe that you control your destiny. Don't put that responsibility on anyone else but you. It's either going to be focused on the future, focus on the present, or focus on the past. That's it. And I can tell you from personal experience that it's easy to get off track by focusing too much on your mistakes, or focusing too much on your missed opportunities, or focusing too much on what disappointed you or who disappointed you. What you don't want to do is put so much energy into what happened that you miss out on what is happening. You should be in such a zone that your mind is only programmed to look forward. You are not looking backwards. You are not looking to the right. You are not looking to the left. You gotta be focused. Once you get clear on what you want, you have to have the courage to chase it. At the end of the day, you can't let your disappointment stop your grind. Keep going. Disappointment hurts, but you have to be willing to stay committed through the pain. The people at the top of their game, they stay committed and they choose to keep going even when they encounter resistance. If you are pursuing something big, guess what? Opposition is coming. Difficulty is coming. Unexpected changes are coming. You can't control everything, but you can control your response to everything that happens in your life. And so if you are determined to keep going, you've got to understand that your current challenge is just another hurdle for you to jump over. What you are up against is beneath you. It seems big because your mind and your feelings have convinced you that it's big. It seems big because you have already determined that what you're going through is too much for you to handle. But it's all about perception. You can view your challenge as an opportunity, or you can view it as a threat. When you view it as a threat, fear becomes your guide. Fear becomes your compass. But when you view it as a challenge, determination becomes your guide. If you look for a reason to quit, you're gonna find it. But just like you can come up with reasons why it makes more sense to quit, you can come up with reasons why you have to hang in there. Do you realize that your struggle is simply strength training? Falling down happens, but staying down, that's a choice. When you experience a setback, you can be discouraged or you can become more determined to keep going. So how are you managing your thoughts? Your mind can be your greatest source of fuel or your greatest hindrance. Every time you follow through on doing what you didn't think you could do, You improve your confidence and your mind gets stronger. If you want to keep going, you must pay attention to how you talk to yourself. Your words are weapons that can work for you or against you.